Few names in the world of motorcycles carry as much weight, history, and emotion as Harley-Davidson. For more than a century, Harley has been more than just a brand. It has been a cultural symbol, a lifestyle, and in many ways, a piece of American identity. When you think of Harley-Davidson, you imagine the thunder of a V-twin engine, the chrome shining in the sun, and the image of endless highways stretching into the horizon. It represents freedom, rebellion, and a brotherhood shared by riders across the globe. The story of Harley-Davidson began in 1903, when William S. Harley and Arthur Davidson built their first motorized bicycle in a small wooden shed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It was humble, simple, and not yet the icon we know today, but it was the beginning of a revolution. Over the years, Harley-Davidson transformed from an experimental project into one of the largest motorcycle manufacturers in the world. By the time World War I and II arrived, Harley-Davidson motorcycles were being used by the U.S. military, cementing their reputation for reliability and toughness. Soldiers came home with memories of riding Harleys in combat zones, and many of them wanted to keep that spirit alive in civilian life. The post-war years gave rise to something even bigger than the machines themselves, the culture. Harley-Davidson became intertwined with American counterculture. Riders weren't just buying motorcycles, they were joining a movement that stood for independence, strength, and individuality. The growl of a Harley engine became a sound that could be recognized anywhere, and riding one became an expression of freedom in its purest form. Clubs, gatherings, and rallies turned Harley into more than transportation, it became a way of life. What makes Harley-Davidson stand out from other brands is its ability to combine raw power with timeless design. The V-twin engine, which has become the company's signature, doesn't just deliver performance, it delivers a feeling. The rumble, the vibration, the connection between rider and machine are part of what keeps people loyal to the brand. Models like the Sportster, the Softail, the Road King, and the Electra Glide have all become icons in their own right, each carrying its own personality while staying true to Harley's DNA. Of course, Harley-Davidson has had its challenges. Over the decades, the company has faced economic struggles, competition from Japanese and European motorcycle makers, and even shifts in cultural trends. Yet, through it all, Harley has managed to endure, constantly adapting while still holding onto its roots. In recent years, the brand has expanded its lineup with more modern and versatile machines, even venturing into the electric motorcycle world with the Livewire. Some riders see this as a bold step forward, while others hold tight to the traditional rumble of gasoline-powered engines. But one thing remains certain: Harley-Davidson continues to evolve without losing its soul. Around the world, Harley-Davidson is more than an American symbol, it's an international icon. From the streets of Tokyo to the highways of Europe, Harley riders form a global community. Rallies like Sturgis and Daytona Bike Week attract riders from across the globe, creating an atmosphere that is part festival, part family reunion, and part celebration of freedom on two wheels. It's not just about the bike, it's about belonging to something larger than yourself. Harley-Davidson also inspires art, music, film, and fashion. From Hollywood movies that romanticize the outlaw rider, to classic rock songs that capture the sound of the open road, Harley is woven into the fabric of popular culture. Leather jackets, patches, tattoos, and even the simple Harley-Davidson logo have become powerful symbols of toughness and individuality. Few brands in the world command this level of loyalty and identity. Today, when someone buys a Harley-Davidson, they are not just purchasing a motorcycle. They are embracing over a century of tradition, history, and culture. They are stepping into a legacy that continues to inspire riders of all ages. The sound of a Harley engine rolling down the street still makes people stop and look. It still stirs emotions in those who understand what it means. And for many, riding a Harley is not about getting from one place to another, it's about the journey, the freedom, and the feeling that can't be put into words. Harley-Davidson has become more than a machine. It's a story that continues to be ridden by every rider who climbs on the seat, twists the throttle, and heads into the horizon. It's not just about horsepower or chrome, it's about the spirit of the road and the promise of adventure. Whether it's the roar of a classic V-twin or the futuristic hum of an electric motor, Harley-Davidson represents the idea that life is best lived when you ride free. Would you like me to keep this script in a document format, Word PDF, so you can easily use it for YouTube, or do you prefer it here as plain text only?